A basic movie version of Anthony Dee's Pulitzer Prize-winning book, All the Light by author Stephen Knight and director Shel Levy. When a book is turned into a movie, we don't see or lose anything beautiful or poetic. The human situation is given up. World War II is presented like a superhero instead of having flat characters that draw clear parallels to the terrible events of the war. Movies with big explosions, cheap thrills, and what look like CGI Nazi stormtroopers. The 4-episode miniseries is mostly about the lives of two kids and takes place in 1944, while the Nazis are in charge of the French port town of Street-Malo. Then, there is a place called Marie-Laure-Lelin. Maya Liberty is a blind French teen who tries to find her father by hosting a sexual radio show every night. Daniel Mark Ruffalo, who used to be in charge of the locks at the Met Museum in Paris, or her uncle Aidan H. Laurie, who was in the French Resistance. The other story is about Louis Hoffman's wretched German orphan who had to join the Nazis because he was good at radio technology. Their stories cross in the town of Street Moo as the Americans get closer to freeing the coastal town. So, how does the 4-part series come to an end? Or, what's different about the first scene of the last show from how the book ends? Good luck, Rumple. Lars Eidinger finally gets into Marie's house and goes upstairs to look for the Sea of Flames. A diamond Marie, who is lucky to know her way around the house well, locks herself in the study on the roof. Von Rumple warns Marge, if she lets go of the hand bomb, it will find her somewhere else after the blast. Warner and ATN wake up, and we see one last memory of how he got over his pits and left the house. He knows the Americans are coming when he hears on the radio. Ian decides to follow Murray's advice and join the rebellion, because May Manic was telling him to. Moran Bailey is not well enough to go. Murray checked the house when she gets back from a successful spy mission and learns that mating Manic has died in the present day. Eden gets Warner to promise to protect and care for Marie. He also gets Warner to tell Marie that a tiger is better dead than in a cage, and to thank him when they get back to the house. Von Rumple tells Marie the truth about how her father, Daniel Mark Ruffalo, died. He also says that Daniel was caught by the police in Paris, and that the Resistance's plan didn't work. Daniel was tortured and then killed by Rumple. They were there to try to find out something about the place where the Sea of Flames is. Before Von Rumple throws the bomb, Murray tells him that she has a gun in the study and knows how to use it. Mary puts her hands over her ears in part. Warner protects them from the blast by putting the radio headphones over them when he gets to Marie's house after seeing the explosion. He gets help from her to attack by telling Von Rumple which step of after the two fights in the room with Marie's town model. Von Rumple is on the stairs. Frederick Rumple is killed in the Sea of Flames after Marie shoots him in the head. Daniel found the diamond hidden inside the town model, and ironically, it ends up next to the dead Von Rumple after the town model was destroyed. During the fight between Von Rumple and Warner, Sharif tells someone not to touch it if they see it on the floor. He lets him use shortwave 1310 to talk to his sister Juba Luna Wedler, who is still listening to the home. A radio station Warner tells her about ATN, and the two of them share a peach-colored drink. She grabs the radio when Warner gives her a word of hope, but then she hears the Americans setting the town of Mar and Warner free. Warner dance to the professor's old songs and kiss in the attic. Warner is told by Marie that he had to turn himself in to the Americans to get away. Mary says she will play it on the radio. They choose to get back together. Later, after Warner leaves to give up, Marie goes back inside the house, wraps the Sea of Flames, diamonds in a cloth, and leaves town. She walks up to the water and throws the diamond into the distance. The movie starts with a final shot of Marie standing on the beach, then a montage of black and white video of the real Street-Malo during the conflict. At the end of the movie, did anyone else want to know what took place with Mar? Warner and I looked into what really happens in the book, and I have to say that things don't look good for these. There was a Sea of Flames hidden in a model Daniel made for Marie that showed it going home at the end of Anthony Doerr's book, with the same name in the novel Rome Murders. Marie and Von Rumple go to the sea to hide the Sea of Fires in a cave underwater. In the end, Marie meets up with Eden again, who has not been killed in the book, after Wynne helped her leave the city after the Allies put Warner in a prison camp. Getting very sick, he trips over a minefield while he's unconscious, killing himself quickly. The story then jumps ahead many years to a time when Jo gets her brother's things, which include the model of Anne's house that Marie and they found in Paris during her search. In order to learn more about her brother's past, She goes to Street M and sees that Idan's house is right next door. Shows Jet to Marie, who has a job. Jita shows that they meet at the Museum of Natural History in the end. She's the model of Ad's house, and she tells everyone about Warner's death. It's in the model, but not in the diamond. The fur learns from the narrator that Warner left it in the diamond, but Marie never finds out what he did with it. Sadly, Warner and Marie were not reunited in a happy ending. Is anyone else crying?